Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I'm excited today because we're playing with M still. And Marc Jacobs is one of my favorites, which I've already did a video on. And I love playing with that makeup. I really do. But today's my second favorite brand, and I regret I was late to the game. And I sometimes I wish when brands were struggling or even going under, maybe letting consumers know, because sometimes we think they're fine and we decide to buy this because we like it just a tad bit more, but maybe we would purchase from our loyalty to the brand that, you know, is being honest. But regardless of any of that, the brand that I'm talking about is Makeup Geek. You can't get it no more. And I kind of like they went out of business. So it wasn't like they got shut down or they filed bankruptcy. So I feel like she could always come back out if she so chose to. I would love for her to so choose to, because I enjoy these formulas so much. I enjoy the thought process that she came out with, especially at the very end. Like, can we talk about this? The way these are laid out, the color signet, like the thought. You start with each row and build your eye look, and you cannot go wrong, right? Not to say you can't mix and match, because if you know me with blues and greens, I don't like an all green or an all blue. But I can pull. Where did I put that palette? From this palette that she has for the neutrals, and pull out a neutral look from the first row to start with, and then skip that first shade or whatnot in that and continue on. Love that. Basically, you go from first row, second row, third row. It doesn't matter which way you go, the look is going to come out really good. I chose peach today, like a orangey peach, due to the fact that I don't I got a lot of eyeshadows from Makeup Geek, but I don't have like anything else other than this little palette here. And I did get it when it was going out of business, so it was the only shade they had, and it's in a medium skin tone. Basically, it's for. Um, so I just went very light-handed, but it has tawny medium skin bronzer, sweetness for blush, daybreak for highlighter, and it looks like this. And that's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I will say that I really did think that this was going to be oranger than what it is, but it pulled almost coral, which is fine. But you know, I've been really trying to find a peach blush that's peach on me. And I've had high hopes, but it didn't work out. But again, the color combination that's in there works beautifully. The bronzer, the blush, the highlighter all go very well together. For foundation, I am wearing the Grwm mixed with my Stila because the Grwm is too dark and the Stila is too light, so I kind of just mixed them. Two different formulas, so it's a concoction. This is way runnier. This is very thick, so. But I'm trying to use up that Grwm to get it out of my collection, to be fair. It's just a little bit too thick for my liking, and it's too dark, so there's that. So, what else do we have? I have a lot of these little shadows here too, and I was going to use them, but I didn't. These things, they're beautiful. There's no doubt. They're beautiful. They're just a little bit too much hassle for me. Now, will I? Yes, I will use them. But they are a little bit of too much of a hassle, to be fair. But let's get started. I set the under eyes with my by Terry translucent powder, and the rest of my face with my Bare Mineral Pro. Lip liner, I am wearing MAC Oak with the plumping lip thingy and Apricot Glow by Makeup by Mario. Again, I feel like this is pretty and it has a minty sensation to it, which is nice. It is shiny. It doesn't last long. And to be fair, it's kind of messy. But it's not the best. It's not the worst thing in the world. And it goes with this look, so it works, you know. But let's get started on this palette, because look at this. Oh, is this not gorgeous? So I have my palette set up in, and I don't know if y'all own these. We need to pull them back out and use them. But she had a color coded, right? Neutrals, colors. That's the way my palettes are set up. So I'm just going to read off the card, and like I said, I'm just going to go down the row. I am going down this last row right here for this eye look. We go in with something in the end, you'll see, but let's just start with that first. So the first shade we're going to go into is called Peach Smoothie. And I'm just kind of using this to basically set my lid. It's just a wash of color, really. Although it does cover up a little bit of the like redness, even though I have down a, well, actually I just used my Natasha Denona concealer today as primer because I was just in a rush. I know. Alright. The next shade we're going to go into called Chickadee. I think that's one of their better known shades, to be honest. Chickadee. And I'm using my Refer brushes. And I won't lie, I don't know why. Well, I mean, there are so many brands, and I guess there's a lot behind the scenes, I'm sure. But, like, as far as, like, formula-wise and quality of stuff, they delivered. They really did. And she explained everything very thorough. Like, I, again, came on late to the brand. And maybe that's just it. So many came in it was like too late. But there's pigment. It blends well. You can build it. I just like the way, to be honest, I'm not a makeup artist, obviously, but like, I just like, we're going to go to Morocco. I just like the way this is just laid out for us to do absolutely no thinking at all. It's all done for us. We don't have to do a darn thing. We pick a row and we can go with it. Now, if you want to skip around, you most certainly could, because it's your makeup. But the fact that I don't have it the eye, I like things that make sense. And like, I don't need a tutorial to show me how to use this palette, because it makes sense right off the jump on how to use it. Is it nice to know that you can use any and just go 1, 2, 3, 4? Absolutely. But you don't have to. That's the thing. We're going to take that same shade and run it under the lower lash line. I just really enjoyed. And before they went out of business, when I got these and stuff, I really did use them quite a bit. Now, as soon as it kind of started, like, things were selling out and stuff, I quit. Because, I mean, if you can't get it no more, you can't get it no more, And I even would say, like, the formula-wise, is it Natasha Denona's formula? No, it's not. I'm not going to lie, it's not. But for the price point, it's really good. But the other point of that is the fact that, like, her Natasha Denona's bigger palettes are beautiful. And her thought process makes sense too. But for me, as not a makeup artist, this concept from Makeup Geek is much easier to understand than the Natasha Denona, to be fair. And I get everybody's thought process is different, and people can see things where others can't, and that's beautiful and all. I'm just not one of them people. So I need to very much put out in front of me, step by step, how to do it type of thing. All right, we're going to go into the last shade, and it's called Brick House. And we're going to darken up the outer portion of the eye. I have no regrets, though, ordering these. I hate that it was later. Like, I wish I would have found the brand way sooner. I wish that I could have played with them more online. And I think at the time, I think these would be really good makeup palettes to have if you were a makeup artist even. Because the shadows are just so easy to work with. I am curious on how many people still have this in their collection though. This is a brand I'd like to see come back. This brand and Tati Beauty. Marc Jacobs too. Okay. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I mean, it's not the best. We'll go back into Chickadee. Alright. Then for the lid, she had a shimmer to also go with every row. And for this, let me pull it up. I'm pretty sure it was this one to go with the peach row. It's called In the Spotlight. And y'all, this just blew my mind. It always does when I play with these metallics from her brand. Look at that. Very little product. You don't need much. No fallout. Like, look at that. It's beautiful. It lays so beautiful on the lid. And all of these metallics do this. This isn't like, oh, it's a one-hit wonder. No, ma'am. No, no. It is every single one of them. Gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, then we're going to take another famous shade, Shimma Shimma, and we are going to put that in the outer corner. And this to me is just like the perfect inner corner shade no matter what the look. Cool, warm, it don't matter. It's just perfect shade to brighten up right there. Whatever your look is, doesn't matter. It's going to work. Alright, now I'm going to line the top lash line and bottom lash line with the darkest shade Brick House. Was that right? Yeah, Brick House. Now, I am very slow when it comes to doing my makeup. I'm well aware of that, hence why my videos are so long. I mean that, and I ramble. I am, again, aware. But even with that said, this look was quick to create. Even the blush, bronzer, and highlighter was really nice to use. And I wish I would have had other colors, even maybe different formulas of it, if they had it, just to experiment with it, you know? Because, I mean, no, that's not my favorite bronzer. That's not my favorite blush. That's not my favorite highlighter. Regardless of the shade, the formula itself is not my favorite. But there could have been other formulas. I don't know. I love this little rougher brush. I really do. It's the best brush in the world. We're going to go back into Morocco. I have some mascara fall out. I don't know, you guys. You can't tell me this don't look pretty, especially the metallic. And that's why I say, like, those other shadows, I'm lazy. But when I do use them, look, I'm not gonna lie, I want to use them all the time then. And yeah, it takes more, you know, a little more effort with them for sure. I'm using the Tarte Fake Awake on the bottom lash line. But the look of it on the lid after you're done using it, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Alright, I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs mascara for the top lashes. I'm just using it up, y'all. I'm so glad that I found Lash Clash. It's so funny because with this mascara, I fell in love with it, right? And then I fell in love with Bite Beauty. And I think Bite went out before Marc Jacobs. Or this could be reversed. But Bite Beauty went out. So I was like, oh, no big deal. I got Marc Jacobs, you know? And I would have never thought that Marc Jacobs was going out, you know what I mean? So, no big deal. And then it wasn't a week later, I think, they announced that, oh, that they weren't going out of business. What were they doing? They're doing something. Being sold something. But I found Lash Clash and Gucci. Ooh, may have to use a spoolie to go through these. These are pretty caked on here. Made a little bit of a mess on this side, but that's okay. We can clean it up. Make sure I get that color out of there. Give me this. I'm not going across as hard as you think, I promise. But I do love the fact that all you gotta do is get a spoolie and sort of like pick it off, and it comes right off. It's wonderful. Lower lash line, Lancome. I'm sorry, this just came together so beautifully. And I know. It's the lid that does it for me. Anything shiny, sparkly, metallic, wet looking is going to do it for me. But tell me that doesn't do it for you. Tell me that that doesn't just sparkle and shine and lay so nice on the lid. I mean, you can't tell me it doesn't. She knew her formula. Now, overall, does it look great? Maybe not, but I'm not a makeup artist. I don't pretend to be. I am just somebody that really likes makeup and, you know, really wants to find makeup that does the job for me, in a sense. And these did that. These really, really did that. They still do that. It is probably outdated by now, but am I throwing it away? Nope. Will I let go of them? Nope. Will I use them? Yup. Even if I have to figure out other ways of doing videos and incorporate it, I would. Like, I just love these shadows. And to be fair, the way I have mine set up, so I have the colorful one, I have the neutral one, and then I put all the metallic shades that go to those, and like she had these bolder, brighter colors, which I have a couple of duplicates of, but I have those over here, like primary colors. They were pigments is what it was, and then all the metallic shades over here. And I have other metallic shades even from like when they were circle pans, but they're in a different compartment. But that's how I set it up. That way, if I do have an all matte palette even, I can still use these, because this is where my heart lies, to be fair. So yeah, well, I don't know. This is a pretty darn good neutral palette, y'all, to be fair. I mean, there's not a row I wouldn't use. Yeah. There's not one row I wouldn't use out of this palette, so I do like that about it for sure. I just really like this brand. I don't know. It's pointless to talk about it because it's gone, but sometimes I think that if we talk about it, maybe she'd bring it back. Maybe. And part of me understands the not selling of it. But part of me wishes that it could have been sold to someone that would make it their baby as she's made it her baby type of thing, you know? But yeah. Alright, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. I don't think you can still get these things, but if you could, you're not going to regret it as far as the metallics. I mean, if it's an all matte palette, I might say, skip it. You know what I mean? Because there are other mattes out there that are good, even though these are good. But the metallic shades, shimmer shades, these loose shades, like these loose pigments, I have Sweet Dreams here and Hocus Pocus. Now, that's a different story. And again, I mean, they are messy, but I mean, at the same time, you put a little bit in here, wet your brush. Is it? I don't know. I don't know what the difference in doing it like this to just go ahead and making it into a pressed formula. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Because I would much prefer pressed, but anyway, I knew as soon as we made it to here, I would have no bad things to say. I knew that. I'm not shocked that I like the look so as much as I do because I love the brand. I love the brand. But at the same time, I am a little bit shocked at just how much every time I go back to it, I'm like, oh, yes. Without fail, another look. Check. Like, I have never created a bad look using these. Now, I've never jumped row to row to row to row, which would be interesting, but I have used the rows, matched them with the metallics, and never have I been upset. Just saying. So, this is the final look. I hope it helped in some way. Like I said, if it did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. Tell me your thoughts on Makeup Geek. Do you still have any other products? Do you still use them? Or did you get rid of them since you can't buy them no more? Did you use them up? Are you trying to pan them? If there was ever something I was trying to pan, I would pick that. I really would. Like, that would be what I would want to try to pan. So, anyway, I will see you all in the next one. Until then, I think we go to end the next tomorrow. I think. We'll see. I'm pretty sure. I think we go to end, though. But I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye.